Hello guys, it's been a while. For the past couple of weeks, I've been working on moving to New York. I think the last time that I talked with y'all, I was like in the middle of a mid-20s crisis, really. I was going through so much and I just was experiencing a lot of issues, and we're not gonna talk about that. New year, New York. If you're new here, you probably wouldn't know that I am originally from Colombia, and then I lived in Queens, New York for some time, then Florida, and then to New Jersey, and that is where I spent the majority of my life. A lot of you guys actually assume that I live in New York from all of my New York thrifting videos, but yeah, I'm a girl from Cliffside Park, New Jersey. But yeah, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that I'm finally here and that I'm able to say these words, because for the longest time I kind of had this planned, and I took the opportunity and the leap of faith and just went and did it. The year coming up is definitely going to be very transformative for me. I think that I'm definitely not the same young, naive girl that I was. I've learned so much, and I'm ready for this new chapter in my life, and I hope you guys are too. Let's just go back to a couple of weeks ago when I was still ripping the hair out of my head, when I didn't know what I was doing. How long do we have to walk?
We're kind of almost there.
Okay.
See, there's a school right there.
Oh.
See the kind of pool?
Oh, yeah, I see it. ¿Qué piensas? The view is really nice. Okay, bye Clem. How many did we do so far? We have 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. That gives us a lot more boxes to go, I think. Roger just found a book that was due at his college 3 years ago.
You want to learn about the hidden reality.
She's not happy either. 1:58 p.m. Yeah, we haven't really been vlogging that much because of the noise. It's been so bad, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up the camera and just show you guys what I've done so far. I already started separating my clothing from winter and summer, just because we don't really have a lot of space where we're going, and I really want to share my closet as much as I can with Roger so that he has a place to put his things. Obviously, he has like a lot less clothes than I do. I'm thinking of getting like those big plastic pouches where you can insert all of your clothing into and seal it with a vacuum and have it underneath the bed for storage, because we really just don't have any space for storage outside of the closet. We are gonna be out of here in like, I want to say 5 days time at most. I want to still remember that although it's rough, there's always something good to look out for, and I feel blessed in many ways. I do. How are you feeling?
Good. To the point my hair is going crazy.
You should fix your hair.
I can't.
This is my summer clothing so far, and then I have the winter. Then currently right here in my closet, I have all the things that I'm probably not going to keep anymore. Other than the pants, these are separate, but everything else here from this sweatshirt on, I'm not going to keep. And get this. Remember when I showed you guys my closet and the pole was bending? Well, it's fallen because the poles are not strong enough to withstand clothing, and I'm pretty sure it's just like made for very minimal weight. Today is moving day, and I'm really excited excited. And it's also raining, of course. The last time we moved it was actually raining too, but I'm gonna take that as a metaphor of washing away all of the drama and all of the crap we've had to deal with here. This time the superintendent's dad was trying to like break into my apartment when I wasn't here. Well, technically he wasn't breaking in. He was using the key to the apartment, like a copy of the key to get in. And I was pretty much just out of the shower, had no pants on at all, so I wasn't ready for that. And I was just a nervous mess that entire day. Like, it totally ruined my whole day to think that I don't have privacy. I should probably be getting back to packing because I have like some clothing out that I'm going to be wearing for the next couple days, and I really wanted to put it into like a nice little luggage. I was actually gifted this like luggage from Away, and I'm really excited to just put my clothing in there and see how it works because my luggage currently is broken. In case you guys are interested, I'll leave a little link down below for you guys. Check it out. Not sponsored, by the way. I just thought I would throw it in there, especially since they did gift it to me and it was really kind of them. Good morning, guys. I'm here with Roger. He has his day off work, so we're gonna venture out into the neighborhood. The only place that we do know is this one cafe spot that I've been just like editing in and chilling out when I'm really bored at home. We're just finishing our coffees, and honestly, does not disappoint. This place is right down the street from where we live, so definitely dangerous. I don't want to spend all my money here, but I can't help myself. The coffee's really good, and the vibes are great. They have great music, and it's always a good time, right? Yeah. We're kind of getting lost among all these beautiful brownstones, and seriously, I'm so excited to like take photos here. We don't know where we're headed, but I think that that's the fun part about actually getting to know the area and everything, just kind of winging it. We walked into Fort Greene Park and it is so beautiful here. It's also really nice to like take your pets here, so I'm really thinking of getting like one of those little cat carriages or something, maybe put Clem on a leash. I don't think that Clem would be down for a leash, but okay, squirrels, Roger.
No, but look how chunky they are. They're at total hibernation mode right now, but they're just outside eating.
It's actually really sunny today, and wow, this park is a lot bigger than I thought.
It's Fort Greene Park.
It's been a couple of days now, and honestly, I'm in awe with how much I love this area, and there's so much to do and there's so many things to see. I wish we'd been here sooner, but honestly, I just feel so blessed that we ended up here in the first place, because I was so ready not to like move to New York. I've lived in New York in the past and I didn't really like my experience here, but I don't know. It's really been treating us nice so far.
Yeah.
Don't move. If we walk under there, we run the risk of getting shit on. Oh my god. They just flew away and it just stopped simultaneously. What is going on? Was definitely crazy past couple of weeks, and I think that December has definitely been the most stressful of the entire year, just because there was a lot of moving around and kind of doing research. Immediately when we got here, we just felt like this different kind of energy, and I feel so happy that I ended up in this town. A lot of you guys wanted to know how I found my apartment and all the extra stuff that comes with finding an apartment in New York, and also why I decided to live with roommates. I feel like a lot of people talk about Williamsburg, Bushwick, Greenpoint, and those kinds of areas, but no one really talks about Clinton Hill, and I honestly do believe that this is like the perfect town for us. There are a lot of families here, a lot of students, because Pratt Institute is just down the block, and there are also just like a bunch of different people from different walks of life, and I really appreciate that. I like seeing different kinds of people around me, and I think that I thrive in that kind of environment, so definitely just like got really lucky with the town itself. I know that there's a lot of controversy in terms of gentrification, and I want to always be very sensitive to that. I am a person of color, and I think that that's a very different standpoint than a lot of other creators that are moving to Brooklyn. I'm supporting all the businesses around me, whether they be really small mom and pop shops, or that just be like a new cafe, which we only really have like one of. I always just put myself in the state of mind of like, how am I going to contribute to that neighborhood? Do I fit in here? Is this a place where I won't be disrupting something, and will I also feel safe here? Because I will say that not every area in Brooklyn is safe, when even Manhattan, any kind of area in New York City in general, no matter where you are, you should definitely do a lot of research and just try to understand and be sensitive to that. And I'm always willing to learn something new, so if you have a comment about that, leave it down below. It would be very productive to anybody else that's looking to look for a neighborhood. With that being said, since I do have roommates, I found my apartment via Roomie, which is an app that has a bunch of people looking for different roommates, and I happened to find my roommates through there. But there are also other different apps as well as Facebook groups that you could join, like Gypsy Housing. I feel like it was definitely also harder for me in particular to find a room, because I have a cat and not everyone's okay with pets, and then I also have a boyfriend. I specifically didn't ask for that much. I just wanted to make sure that the apartment was clean, that I could have my cat and I could live with my boyfriend, and that I could afford it. Another great thing about looking for a room versus an entire apartment is that if you have any credit issues or any sort of history that isn't allowing you to kind of go into like a new apartment, it would definitely just benefit you, because you don't really have to go through a lot of credit checks or history checks in general. And I particularly just was having issues with breaking my lease in my last place, so I knew that it would be difficult for me to find an apartment under those circumstances. So I just ended up going for a place that didn't ask too many questions and that seemed right for me. So honestly, it really is just sheer luck. I got really lucky. I can't say much more than that. I mean, I love my room. I think it's beautiful. It has a lot of light. We have super high ceilings, so the room definitely feels a lot bigger than it actually is. And it's in a really great area. There really isn't more that I could ask for. I think I'm like only a good 20 minutes away from Manhattan, so it's just great. I do want to disclose exactly how much this apartment costs, because I think it would be helpful to you guys, and it would give you guys an idea of how much you can spend and what you can get for that amount of money. So we're currently paying $1,100, which is kind of a lot for a room, but since we're sharing and everything, I only pay about like $550 for myself, and he pays the other half, and so we really do have a lot of wiggle room in terms of budgeting and not spending a lot on rent, because my last place was $1,650 for a really old apartment in New Jersey, and it was not worth it at all. Your like inner gut feeling is 90% of the time right, so definitely just trust your instinct in terms of looking for roommates. And if you just feel like something's off, I would say just go with that and move on. There are so many different other options. You don't have to stick to one. Moving is very expensive, especially if you have a lot of furniture like I did. I think I spent a good like $500 just in moving truck and getting held sometimes. You can find a roommate that isn't asking for a security deposit because they've already paid it, which is probably the ideal situation that you want to get into. Some roommates are looking for security deposit just because a person has moved out. Most likely they have already received their security deposit back or their cutback, so they do want to add that money back into the account and everything. Definitely budgeting yourself and not going out to eat as much is very important living here in the city, because you always want to have some rainy day money. I think that is pretty hand in hand with moving out in general. Like, you don't want to overspend. A lot of you guys were also curious as to how I managed to like fit my 1-bedroom, very spacious apartment into literally just one bedroom altogether, and I will say it was very difficult. I had to let go of my couch. I did have to donate a lot. I donated a crap ton of clothes. I had to donate a lot of furniture as well, and yeah, it was difficult, but I've never been somebody that has been super attached to material objects. Like, I've always been willing to give up of certain things. Every little corner that we have in our space counts, from the bookshelves to underneath the bed, in the closet, and I do know that a lot of people are against storing things underneath their bed because of the whole feng shui thing, but you know what? Not everybody is that lucky. I think that because we've been with her and because I work from home and all that, it kind of helped her transition really well. She's obviously very used to us, and a lot of the things that we have here have her scent, so it isn't too different for her, other than the fact that she now has 2 other roommates. One of the guys actually happens to work at a dog grooming place, so she kind of hissed at him at first, but I think with time she'll like get used to it, hopefully, and she's actually like the other roommate a lot more, so it's been pretty good. I think she's chill and she's really happy, and she's been doing a lot of crazy things like getting on top of the kitchen cabinets because she's like has a lot more free roaming space here. Like, there really isn't a way for me to divide the kitchen from the living room and her area. It's really sweet of you guys to ask, but she's doing fine, and I'm really happy that she is, because I was really scared about that, to be honest. I guess I would say I'm really happy and I'm content with everything that has managed to happen in the past couple weeks. I seriously do feel so blessed, and although great things are happening now, I always try to make sure that I felt blessed even through all the hardships. I really do believe that 2019 is going to be a very transformative year, and it's going to take me exactly where I need to be. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say, but thank you, and I think that I've been thanking you guys a lot in the past couple of videos, but it's been a lot, so I am just very emotional today, but I'm very content and happy, and I want to share that with you guys in this new year. I hope that you're doing well wherever you may be, and if you're not doing well right now, just know that you can push through it, and may 2019 be a great year for us all. If you happen to be new here and you want to follow me along on my crazy journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified for my uploads, although I do know that that doesn't always work. Just, you know, take a chance. If there are any more questions that you guys have for me, please leave them in a comment down below, or any comments. I would love to talk to you guys, and seriously, it means the world to me. And I guess I'll see you all in the next year. Bye. Love you.
Hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom.